The Mason House Inn stands as a testament to over a century of history, its walls echoing with tales of the past and whispers from beyond. Our team traveled to the small town of Bentonsport, Iowa, to investigate this historic inn and the secrets this 150-year-old hotel holds. In 1846, a group of Mormons fleeing armed violence in their hometown of Nauvoo, Illinois, dropped out of a caravan heading west and solicited work in the already established Bentonsport community. Many of the men were skilled builders and craftsmen who built several of the large brick homes and mills in the town. That same year, they built the Ashland Hotel for William Robinson. Consisting of 10 bedrooms on the second floor and a dormitory-style sleeping room on the third floor, the hotel catered to the steamboat passengers who arrived at the port landing just across the street. The hotel also boasted a tavern for men, parlor for the ladies, and a dining room that ran the entire width of the building. Topping off the amenities was a 7-hole privy in the back. When the train arrived in Bentonsport in 1857, the inn was the first establishment people came to as they entered the town from the depot. In 1857, Lewis Mason, a furniture maker who had arrived in Bentonsport a year earlier with his wife Nancy and 8 of his 14 children, purchased the hotel and renamed it the Phoenix Hotel. However, local folks took to calling it the Mason House, and the name stuck. According to an 1883 biographical sketch, Mason was considered by all who knew him as a man of high character who was active in politics and the abolitionist movement. Living only 9 miles from the Missouri boundary, he kept the first station in a free state on the Underground Railroad from 1857 to 1863. Members of the Mason family would continue to own the inn until 1951. Through the years, several owners and caretakers have lovingly tended to the hotel. Today, it continues to be operated as a bed and breakfast. What makes the Mason House truly intriguing to many are the reports of paranormal activity. Over the years, guests and locals have claimed ghostly encounters that defy explanation. From full-bodied apparitions to unexplained sounds to a friendly ghost cat, the inn has become a destination for those seeking a chance meeting with the supernatural. Throughout the years, visitors to the inn have drawn their interpretations of the ghosts they claim to have encountered. Today, these drawings hang in the second-floor hallway. 2 of these pictures appear to be Civil War soldiers. Why they are here is unclear, as Bentonsport was not the site of any Civil War activity. It has been claimed that the Mason House was used for a short time as a hospital during the war, but we have been unable to confirm that. We do know that the train depot housed some of the injured soldiers returning from war, and it is very likely the Mason House did also. Another often cited claim is the presence of an energy field that seems to run from one corner of the house to the other, along an identified ley line. We investigated the Mason House in October 2023. After spending some time with the owner, who shared her personal experiences and those of her family, we began holding EVP sessions throughout the inn. We did seem to have some interaction with our Flux 2 response device.
In one spot.
Okay, something's setting off on the side. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So is there some way that you can talk to us? I've got some white static going here.
So you can pick a color. One side's green and one side's red. To be yes. Is that going to be yes for you?
Although they were very slow to respond, we also seemed to get some intelligent answers during several spirit box sessions. Can you tell us who was downstairs with us? Who made the bowls?
And he.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Oh, she said auntie?
That's what I thought she said too.
Or is your name Marcus?
Who cares?
We
Okay.
do. We care.
What were the women's names besides Mary?
Amanda.
Amanda and Katie.
And Joy said Amanda wasn't here because she was with her daughter.
The walker.
The walker?
Yeah, is Amanda the one that walks the halls? Is there anyone else that would like to say anything to us?
Martin.
Martin, what would you like to say? We were talking about the ghost cat just before we captured this unidentified voice.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Additionally, we captured a light anomaly at the same time several members of our team actually saw balls of light around the piano.
Okay, now you turn the camera on.
So there's one large portal here, right? There's just not, with multiple entrances. That's what it is. We missed it. Missed the whole deal.
No,
What's
just had.
What's the light?
What?
That's the on light.
No, on the front of the piano there's a light that I...
However, we were most intrigued by the claim that there was a ley line running through the house. The owner shared that a visit by a medium using a pendulum identified portals, or energy cores, in the diagonal corners of the inn. Frankly, this seemed a little far-fetched to us, so we took some time to test that theory. We were amazed at what we found. Okay, so it is twirling,
Okay, the heat is on.
which should have nothing to do with this. Is there something out there?
No, I was just trying to figure out what it is, but there's a reflection. So there it's doing what they were saying.
Mm-hmm. And it is getting stronger, and it is pulling.
Yeah.
And if I don't really hold on to it, it's going to go flying.
Let's not break a window.
I'm going to really hold on to it. I'm not going to let them pull it out.
So that was understanding that the
Portal.
one of the portals is below you and that it was actively being used.
Correct. That's what they said.
Which means realistically that should stop unless it's open all the time.
And my pendulum doesn't do this.
Hmm?
What if you stopped it and moved to the other side of the window?
Or like moved out of the window.
Take a step toward me.
You want me to go towards you?
Either towards mom or...
Yep, stop.
And see what it does.
I just need enough room for it to spin.
It's very clearly not spinning.
It's clearly not spinning.
Okay.
If you go over there.
So something is happening here. Besides what we captured on audio and video, the majority of the team also had personal experiences, including seeing balls of light in the parlor, shadow figures in the doorway, and a full-bodied apparition walking from the former tavern room into the dining room that looked very much like the drawing of Harold hanging on the second floor. As we explore the supernatural, it's essential to strike a balance between preserving the rich history of the Mason House and our quest for paranormal truth. The efforts to ensure that this historical gem continues to stand for generations to come is evident. If you have visited the Mason House Inn, I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the mysteries of this place are bound to leave an impression.